Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Ravens fans, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with some serious potential moves that could reshape the landscape of the AFC North and give our beloved Ravens a huge boost heading into the playoff stretch. One of the most talked about rumors right now involves Rashan Gary, the explosive edge rusher from the Green Bay Packers, potentially making his way to Baltimore. This isn't just idle chatter. Sources close to the NFC are indicating that the Packers are exploring options to move Gary, and the Ravens are very much in the mix. This move could be a game changer, and for those of us who follow the Ravens closely, it's a story worth diving into deeply. Now, let's break down what this could mean for Baltimore. First, Gary is not just any player. He's an athletic freak on the edge at just 27 years old, and he's been making waves in Green Bay with his burst, speed, and relentless pursuit of the quarterback. Over the past few seasons, he's registered impressive stats: 22 solo tackles, 12 assists, 34 combined tackles, 5 sacks, 42 hurries, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and a plus +0.36 EPA per rush, placing him among the top 10 edge rushers in the NFL. His PFF pass rush grade is a solid 92. And he boasts a 28% win rate, which is outstanding for an edge defender. He's also accumulated 16 tackles for loss, and has allowed just 3.8 yards per carry over 10 games without any significant injuries. What makes Gary particularly appealing for the Ravens? Well, his career sack total since 2019 is at an impressive 48, comparable to Khalil Mack in his burst and ability to turn the game around in a flash. He's a disruptive force who can elevate the entire defense, especially when paired with someone like Odefoe, who's been playing well with an 82 PFF grade. Adding Gary would dramatically deepen the Ravens' pass rush, providing a versatile, relentless presence that could cause chaos for opposing quarterbacks. But why would Green Bay consider trading him now? The Packers are in a bit of a strategic rebuild. They're prioritizing their offensive line overhaul, especially after allowing 32 sacks on Jordan Love this season. Plus, the team is facing cap concerns with extensions pending for players like Jordan Love, who's looking at a $220 million extension, and other key players like Watson and Reed. On top of that, Lucas Van Ness has been emerging as a promising pass rusher with a PFF grade of 76, 8 and 6 sacks this season. The Packers are also giving up an average of 24. 2 points per game on defense, which isn't quite up to their standards, and they might be looking to shed some cap space and rebuild with younger talent. Now, crossing over to the Ravens side of things, Baltimore is sitting at 7-4, and their front seven has been solid but not quite at the elite level they aspire to. They currently rank 14th in sacks with 30, but Odefoe has been a bright spot with a PFF grade of 80. 2, showing he's ready to take on a bigger role, especially with some rotation help. Adding a player like Gary could be exactly what the Ravens need to push that sack total even higher and turn their defense into a true nightmare for offenses. Imagine the impact. Gary's presence would push Mike Macdonald's scheme to new heights, increasing pressure and generating chaos on every snap. His addition could produce an extra 34 pressures per game, raising the pressure rate from around 36% to nearly 48%. That's a massive boost, especially when considering how it can disrupt the timing and rhythm of opposing offenses. His ability to generate pressure also translates into more third down stops, going from 62% to around 74%, and significantly increasing turnovers forced. It's about turning defense into a weapon, and for a team aiming high, that's exactly what you need. And speaking of matchups, the synergy between Gary and our young talent like David Ojabo, who currently has a PFF grade of 78, could be electrifying. If Gary joins the Ravens, he could outshine Ojabo by adding about 6-4 extra pressures per 100 snaps and increasing the win rate of opposing quarterbacks by 25%. This would make it tougher for opponents to sustain drives and could keep their points per game under 18. a game changer for a team still looking to solidify its playoff positioning. But it's not just about boosting the pass rush. Gary's presence could reshape the Ravens' entire defensive identity, similar to what we saw from the Broncos in the 2010s with Miller and Ware. It's about creating a front that's relentless, versatile, and capable of collapsing the pocket from all angles. The Ravens have the personnel to maximize his talent. Justin Madubuike, who has 8 sacks this season, would benefit from the extra attention Gary draws, freeing Madubuike to be even more disruptive. From a Super Bowl perspective, acquiring Rashan Gary could be the kind of move that elevates the Ravens' odds significantly. Right now, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 1,200, but with Gary, those could drop to plus 550, making Baltimore one of the more feared teams in the postseason. His ability to disrupt mobile quarterbacks like Fields or extend pressure on the pocket could be the difference in crucial playoff moments. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the Packers are willing to part ways with Gary and if Baltimore can come to terms on a deal that works financially. The Ravens have shown a willingness to be aggressive at the deadline, especially when it comes to bolstering their pass rush, and this could be the perfect fit. The team's front office knows that adding a player of Gary's caliber isn't just about this season. It's about building a championship core that can contend for years to come. So, Ravens fans, the potential acquisition of Rashan Gary isn't just a rumor. It's a possibility that could define this franchise's trajectory. It's a move that would excite the fan base, energize the defense, and send a message to the rest of the league that Baltimore is all in for another Super Bowl run. Imagine the roar in M&T Bank Stadium if Gary suits up in purple and black. His athleticism, his relentless pursuit, and his knack for turning games around could be the missing piece we've been waiting for. Now, you know I love giving you the inside scoop, and I'll be keeping close tabs on how this develops. Whether it's a trade confirmed or just a lot of smoke, one thing is certain. Baltimore is in the conversation, and we're all about to find out how this story unfolds. The Ravens have a chance to make a bold statement, and if they pull it off, it could be a move that echoes through the franchise's history for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Rashan Gary is the missing piece to push us over the top? Are you excited about the possibility of adding such a disruptive force to our defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Baltimore Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.